Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy brought Bruce Wayne's story to a close, but that story needs another installment to complete his arc, and Christian Bale, the guy who played Batman in those awesome Dark Knight movies, he's totally up for coming back for Dark Knight 4. But hold your horses, there's a catch. In a recent chat with Screen Rant, he spilled the beans that he's only down for it if Christopher Nolan, the genius director behind the first three, is on board too. Bale explained how he and Nolan made a pact after making the trilogy, 3 movies and then call it quits. But if Nolan ever decides he's got another epic Batman tale to tell and wants Bale by his side, then count him in. Now, superhero movies have taken cinema by storm, giving us various live-action versions of Batman, each one grittier than the last. But none have really had the chance to fully develop within their franchises, quite like Christian Bale's portrayal in Christopher Nolan's iconic Dark Knight trilogy. It's been over a decade since Nolan's trilogy wrapped up, and during those 7 years, he delved deep into Bruce Wayne's journey and his alter ego as Gotham City's protector. Despite its widespread acclaim and apparent conclusion, there's still a lingering sense that the trilogy is incomplete and in need of another chapter. Recent blockbusters have proven that sequels can thrive years later, and Bale himself has shown interest in donning the cape and cowl again, but only if Nolan is on board. As the DC Universe searches for its next Batman, many fans are reminiscing about the best iterations of the Caped Crusader in cinematic history. One of the most beloved is Bale's Batman, who starred in 3 films under Nolan's direction. Although the trilogy told a tight and comprehensive story, fans can't help but hope for a continuation of Nolan's superhero saga. While the odds of a 4th Dark Knight film may seem slim, the idea is too thrilling to dismiss. Now, Christopher Nolan's epic Batman trilogy kicked off with Batman Begins in 2005 and concluded with The Dark Knight Rises in 2012, leaving fans with plenty to ponder. Each movie delved into a different aspect of Batman's character development, showing how Bruce Wayne conquered his inner demons and evolved as Gotham's protector. In Batman Begins, we saw Bruce confront his fears with the help of the fear-inducing Scarecrow and the enigmatic Ra's al Ghul. Through their trials, he learned to embrace his fears and challenge them into strength, transitioning from a troubled billionaire to a selfless defender of the city's downtrodden. The Dark Knight took things up a notch with the introduction of the chaotic Joker, who challenged Batman's moral code and pushed him to his limits. Gotham's underworld became a battleground for Batman's ideals, shaping him into the hero he needed to be. And then came The Dark Knight Rises, where Bane emerged as a formidable adversary, forcing Batman to confront his physical and emotional weaknesses. It was a culmination of Bruce Wayne's journey, showing him how to rise above adversity and truly become the symbol Gotham needed. But even with the trilogy's conclusion, there were lingering questions and untold stories, leaving fans eager for more. Batman's journey in The Dark Knight Rises took him from a lone vigilante to a symbol of hope for Gotham, ultimately leading to his heroic demise and retirement, leaving behind a legacy of inspiration. The film hinted at John Blake, one of Batman's most trusted allies, taking up the mantle after discovering the Batcave and inheriting Bruce Wayne's equipment. This left fans speculating whether Blake would become the new Batman or adopt the persona of Robin, a nod to the comic book lore. While it was a thrilling conclusion, it also felt like an incomplete chapter in Batman's story. The film was on the brink of bringing Bruce Wayne's transformation full circle, but it stopped short, just as his circle of trust expanded to include individuals like Commissioner Gordon, Catwoman, and John Blake. Unfortunately, before Bruce could pass on his wisdom and experiences as a vigilante, the trilogy concluded, leaving the billionaire seemingly with a happily ever after, but leaving fans hungry for more closure. Nolan's Dark Knight saga seems to be missing one crucial piece, a final installment that delves into whether Bruce Wayne truly learned from his battles, and if he can successfully pass on the Batman legacy. Is Batman merely a symbol tied to Bruce Wayne, or does it transcend his identity? The Dark Knight Rises showcased Bruce's resilience even without his wealth, gear, and allies, proving that his persona is deeply intertwined with his own skills and endurance. In the comic books, Batman is surrounded by a roster of apprentices, including Dick Grayson as Nightwing, Jason Todd as Red Hood, and Tim Drake, all of whom took on the mantle of Robin at different points. There's also Barbara Gordon, who became Batgirl while still having her father in her life. The ethical implications of Bruce taking in these young wards and their impact on his personal arc offer rich material for exploration. A film could delve into Bruce's role as a mentor, examining his ability to guide others as he was once guided, and his journey in reconciling his own upbringing without proper parental figures. Such a film would not only provide Nolan with an opportunity to deepen Bruce Wayne's character, but also to explore the dynamics of mentorship and family in the context of Gotham's dark and complex world. Among the many actors who have taken on the iconic role of the Joker, there's one portrayal that stands out as the most menacing and dangerous of them all. In Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, a stellar cast of actors, including Michael Caine, Cillian Murphy, Tom Hardy, Gary Oldman, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, brought depth and complexity to the Batman universe. Yet, it was the portrayal of the Joker by Heath Ledger that truly left an indelible mark. Bruce Wayne's transformation into Batman served as a coping mechanism for the trauma of his parents' murder, a way to confront and avenge the evil that plagued Gotham. While Nolan's trilogy delved into Wayne's character with grounded detail, his childhood trauma and its psychological impact were not fully explored beyond his confrontation with fear in Batman Begins. While other iterations of Batman have graced the big screen, none have matched the depth and intensity of Nolan's exploration. Ben Affleck's Batman thrived in the action-packed world of the DCEU, while Robert Pattinson's portrayal is still in the early stages of grappling with his trauma, far from the resolution achieved by Bale's Batman by the trilogy's end. In The Dark Knight 4, the heart of the story would revolve around the passing of the Batman mantle to a new successor, most likely John Blake. Christian Bale's Batman would embark on his final journey, not only confronting a formidable villain, but also preparing Blake to inherit the role. As Bale's Batman trains Blake, who would likely take on the mantle of Robin initially, the film would explore themes of legacy, growth, and the evolution of Gotham's protector. Blake's Batman would represent a departure from his predecessor. While Bale's return to the role remains uncertain, fans can always hold out hope and rally support for another installment in the beloved Dark Knight saga. After all, with the bat signal shining bright online, anything is possible in the world of cinema. Well, that's it for today. What do you think would make for the ultimate conclusion to Bruce Wayne's story? Would you like to see Christian Bale reprise his role as Batman, or do you have another actor in mind? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, see ya!